Hi, everyone. I'm Sunny.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Rox. And this is
Literature on the Rocks. Book Club.
Book Club.
I was going to say, we're not in our normal location, so it sounds a little different. We're not going to tell you where we are right now. It looks different, but that's all you get to know. Listen to next week to find out why. I'm excited because last week we opened up some Dungeon Crawler Carl mystery things, and this week we have more.
Yeah.
I actually have 3 each for each of you.
Ooh.
3 for each of us.
Go. 1, 2, 3.
And 3.
All right. Okay, go ahead, Rox.
Oh, me first?
Yeah.
I got...
What'd you get? Oh, it's Prepotente.
You got Prepotente.
You haven't met
I haven't met Prepotente yet. Is he a goat?
He is.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
He's actually go. Okay, go, Rachel.
I got a baby Carl.
A baby Carl?
Well,
he's the same Carl. He's regular Carl, but he's smooshy. Okay. I got, what's her name?
Katya.
Katya.
I'm glad we got some different ones.
Yes. Cute. Are we going to open all 3?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, are we doing it? Okay.
Yeah. Let's grab another.
Grab your second choice.
Just throw it on the ground.
Go ahead.
Oh!
Ooh, it's a little butterfly.
Amani.
Let me see it.
I got Mongo!
All right.
All right, here we go. Katya!
Woo! All right, last ones.
Okay.
Okay, Rachel, go.
Okay. Another Carl.
Oh. I got another Amani.
All right, here we go. Another of the
Prepotente! So I feel like we should be trading a little bit
Who
here.
did you get?
Yay! Who was it? Did you guys get first?
Last week I
got Mordecai.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And I got Carl. Cute.
These are cute. I'm going to add them to my work
super
backpack.
cute. Thank you, Sunny.
Thank you.
Yay. So go to your local
I was
Target.
hoping that one of us got donut, but that's okay.
Oh, I know.
Well, we are book clubbing Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. And so if you're just joining us for our first book club, we do the first 4 questions are always the same, and then the last few are specific to the book. So our first question is first impressions. What were your initial thoughts when you started reading Invisible Life of Addie LaRue? Did the book meet your expectations or surprise you? And I wrote, I had this on my TBR for a very long time. It was one that so many people had talked about. I always try to temper my expectations when starting a popular book. I think this book met my expectations, though. It didn't blow me away, but I did think it was a good book.
I was excited for this book. And as we talked about last week, the good parts were phenomenal, but there were many lulls, and I had hoped the slow parts were shorter and fewer.
We forgot to tell everyone what our ratings were last week.
Oh, shitty ditties. I have them open right here.
Me too.
Itty bitty shitty ditties.
So last week we all rated it a 2.
Yes.
We were 2s across the board.
So my first impression was that I knew it had like a good following, and it made me nervous because a lot of the times when we read those, I'm super disappointed. But what surprised me was that it wasn't really like super fantasy like some of the other ones. And it felt more like a story about other things outside of like magic and dragons, right? Although it was slower and more reflective than I anticipated, but once I kind of settled into the pace, it was actually not that bad.
I do agree that sometimes these books that are like TikTok famous, some of them I think worth the hype, some of them definitely not.
Yes. Okay. Unresolved questions. Were there any plot points or character arcs that you felt were left unresolved or could have been explored further? I feel like the story buttoned up the parts it needed to. I wanted to know about how Addie's actions affected those in the world around her. I think Luke made a point of it when she was in the noble's house and she was eating their chocolates when they had gone away for a week or the summer or whatever it was. And he was like, what do you think is going to happen to them when the nobles come back and see that their things have been touched and their expensive chocolate is gone? So I would want to know how she impacted the people around her without even thinking about it. The theft of things that happened. I'm sure there was people that paid the price for what she was doing. I'm sure she had negative impacts on other people. She didn't just make her mark on the world with art.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't always work out that way. There's got to be consequences, right?
She affected people around her, but she didn't.
They didn't really talk about the consequences of what she did.
No.
Okay, I wrote, I think I'd like to know if Henry's life changed after he got to live. By that, I mean he was no longer tied to Luke's deal. So did people still see someone they loved when they looked at him? Did his friendships change? Did Robbie lose his obsession with him? All the things after Henry's curse was over and Addie saved him from death. How was his life from then on? He was obviously a published author, but he didn't even really put his name on the book. So, I'm sure his life was changed. Did he care that people weren't looking at him with love in their eyes? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
literally
a good
the
point.
exact same thing I said. I think I just wanted more time with him, like a little bit more of understanding the aftermath, right? Like we just got like a small glimpse of it. So just to have a little more detail about what that looked like afterwards, I think would have been really interesting. So literally I pretty much said the same thing. So okay, so alternate ending. If you can change one thing about the ending, what would it be and why? I don't know that I would completely change the ending, but I would have loved a little more certainty. Like part of me appreciates the ambiguity because it fits the theme of the book. But another part of me wanted just a little more reassurance about Addie's future. You kind of just get that she's now stuck in this new deal, right? And this stubbornness about how, well, I'm just going to make him want to leave me. But you don't really know exactly if that's how it goes. So after spending centuries fighting to be seen, I think I just wanted her life to have a little bit more payoff.
But I mean, she lived hundreds of years, so she got to experience all kinds of things.
Yeah, but
she's lived multiple lifetimes at this point.
Yeah, so would she have rather just gone back to being mortal and then got to finish a life? Or does she want to live 300 more years trying to get what's-his-face Luke to let her go? Because then after
could just say, I'm done.
Yeah, then she
I
dies.
think part of it is that she's stubborn.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't want you to win. So this is a way that I can save Henry. Okay, so my alternate ending I wrote, since this book is not part of a sequel, I don't think the book felt like it was the end of the story. It felt like there was this cliffhanger leaving us wondering what Addie's going to do to Luke. I think if I were to change the ending, I would have made it feel more resolved. I'm sure this was a choice by the author, but I like when I can close the book and feel like the story is over, and this one felt like there was another beginning, like there should be a second book.
I have 2 sentences, and they basically say that. Is that I liked ending on a note that left it open for a sequel. Get him, Addie.
But I looked it up, she doesn't have any, there is no sequel. So it's like,
Not to this one. Yeah.
Maybe she will.
Maybe it was leaving it open in case she wanted the option later.
Because I would like to know how her life changes now that her and Luke are around. Because he does pop up when she's reading the book, and he's like, as long as I have you, I don't give a fuck what they write about you.
Yeah.
So how does life look now for her?
If Invisible Life of Addie LaRue were to be adapted into a movie or TV series, who would you cast in the main roles? I did Addie, Henry, and Luke.
Same.
All right. So for Addie LaRue, I chose Phoebe Dynevor.
Okay, yeah, I like that a lot. I picked Anna Taylor-Joy. Yeah.
I did Madeline Klein. Just because we've used her very often, I'm going to cast out Anna Taylor-Joy.
Okay, she's just so versatile.
I know she is, and she plays a great period piece.
She does. That's why I was like, no, I really like her. Okay, so if we're casting me out, then I think I like Phoebe
Dynevor?
Dynevor. Yeah.
For Henry, I picked Logan Lerman.
Okay. With the eyes. I'm seeing it.
Okay.
Who'd you pick, Rach?
I did Gaetan Matarazzo.
Okay.
I did Nicholas Galitzine.
He looks more like a Luke to me. Like he could play a shifty guy.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, I think I like him least for Henry.
Same.
All right. We had Logan Lerman, and who was the other one?
Gaetan.
Oh, Gaten Matarazzo or something.
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
I thought it was Gaetan.
Gaten.
Yeah, it's like Gaten. I think it's Gaten Matarazzo or something similar to that.
Is it gonna be
Let's go with
vibes?
Yeah, let's go with him.
Okay.
Gaten.
Yeah.
Matarazzo.
For Luke, I picked Matthew Daddario.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
I did Sam Claflin. Who did you pick?
Yeah.
I picked Tom Ellis.
Oh, yes.
He plays the devil.
I know. I had him in mind, so I don't hate him, but I think he's too old.
But he's alive for gazillion years.
Yeah, but
and
so
he's
is-
youthful now.
I love him.
And he gets to change
He's
himself.
Okay, so he just needs a little hair dye.
I
Some
don't hate
Botox.
it. I loved him as Lucifer, so I do not hate it. I'm out. I have feelings about Tom Ellis, and I think that's why I wanted to choose him.
You have feelings for him?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the longer hair, we could probably add a little bit of a perm to it. I'm going to go Matthew Daddario. But I do love Tom Ellis.
Okay, our ice drop. Addie is Phoebe Dinaver. Henry is Gaten Matarazzo. And Luke is Matthew Daddario.
Your personal mark. Addie spent centuries trying to leave some kind of mark on the world. What's something you hope people will always remember or associate with you? And I wrote, this is such a crazy question to answer.
What legacy are you going to leave, Rachel?
Yeah, and I think it would be twofold. I have people who know me from work, and I would hope to be remembered as someone that helped and developed people. Now, outside of work, I don't know what my legacy would be. I think maybe it's that when I do love people, I love them hard and I go out of my way for them. But I don't know how to answer this question. It threw me. I spent 2 days looking at it.
So I actually think about this a lot. Like what would be said in my obituary or at a memorial. I don't know for sure, but I hope that I would be at least remembered as kind, willing to go out of my way to help others and lift others up. There's a lot I'd like to be remembered for, but I think helping others would be something I'd want to go on past my own life and remembered for longer than others.
That's beautiful. I hope people remember that I cared, whether it was my family, my friends, the people I worked with, or just that I hope they felt seen and supported. At the end of the day, accomplishments and all of that come and go, but how I make people feel is what I tend to try to remember. And I do that. I try to remember it in my personal life. I think about it all the time at work because I'm the one person that typically makes people feel bad. Because I'm the department that I'm in. Nobody wants to come talk to me. So at the end of the day, I want people to know that I genuinely cared. Whether they felt that way is a different story, but I hope that that's what they remembered.
Yeah, I think a lot about my mom actually in this moment, because I think when I think about my mom and the people's lives that she's a part of, she does a lot for other people. Sometimes I think probably too much, but and gives a lot up of herself to do that. But I hope my kid has a similar understanding of me, that I would drop anything for him or for the ones that I loved and cared about. And yeah, so I agree. I think that's why I think I choose, like, I want to be known as kind and helping others is because of the example my own mom has done. Like there's no questions asked that if my mom can, she will, you know, and I hope that my son feels that as he grows up too.
Well, having known you for half my life, you already kind of do that.
Well, now you're going to make me cry.
You do. You are that person.
You are.
Like, me and my husband have talked about it many times about, like, if you could give the shirt off your back, you would.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like being naked, but yeah.
But you would be naked for me.
I would be naked for you.
Actually, so would Rachel, I think.
I
You
would.
absolutely would.
Yeah.
So,
I am a naked person, so.
but you also love to
She
be
loves to be
naked.
naked. Don't give her a chance.
Yeah. Yes.
You'd be like, I think I need, she'd be like, the shirt off my back? I'll give it to you. Let's get these titties out of here.
Yes. Just a testament that I get to surround myself with really wonderful people.
We did choose a couple of really good friends.
We did.
Be jealous of us, listeners. Just kidding.
Suckers.
No, I hope everyone listening has what we have.
Yeah.
Freedom versus belonging. If you had to choose, would you rather have endless freedom or one person who truly knows, understands, and loves you completely? So I said 10 years ago, maybe even more, I probably would have said freedom without hesitation. But now, give me the person, which, you know, having a husband and a daughter and people who truly know me has shown me that connection is more than independence alone. So freedom sounds great, really, in like the big scheme of things. Like, I could do whatever the heck I want, but it's so lonely. So having, you know, a caring husband and a daughter who's growing up to be hopefully a great human and like friends who truly know me to the core, you know, like you guys do genuinely know me as a person because you've seen me through so many facets of life. that's, I think, what's most important.
Same. So I recently had a work event in Vegas, and while I was there, someone asked me, a stranger asked me a question that kind of provoked this question. This person asked me if I could work anywhere in the world, would I choose where I work now? This person was trying to gauge how much I liked my job, but what it ended up making me think about was more so if I would choose the life I have now all over again. I think because I have someone who knows and understands me and then still chooses to love me every day, I know what that feels like. And I would choose it over and over and over again, even if it meant giving up all of my freedom to live however and wherever I pleased. I've been very blessed in my life to be able to travel to some really amazing places and see and do amazing things. But if I had to choose that over my husband and child and friends, I choose being loved completely.
Ditto. Imagine you get to do all those beautiful things, but you have nobody to do it with.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
There's like, it's about the companionship and the like memories that you get to make with somebody else. I mean, it's cool and all, big end of the day, but I don't get to talk about it with anybody.
Yeah.
Or reminisce on it because there's nobody there to do it with me.
Yeah. I mean, but you meet great people when you travel, but it's different.
They
It's
don't
just a
know
different,
you.
Yeah.
It's a surface level interaction.
Yeah. They know the version of you in that moment at that time.
They know vacation you.
Yeah, which is a
Vacation you has
different.
no stress.
Yes. Hence when we're sister wives. And you know what I mean? Like, that's the version people meet us on vacation. It's not who we are.
Right.
So it's a different
But
type.
not even on vacation, like going and living abroad for a little while. Like even that, even if people I'm meeting are getting to know the real me and not vacation me, to know a love that is not just I know you, but I actually choose to love you every single day is
even when we're at our shittiest.
yes.
Yeah.
I choose that. And my child.
So, both. I wrote, I think this question changes by the age of the person because when I was young, like Addie, when she made the deal, I would have chosen freedom. And it still does have an allure to it, but I don't think I could stifle the loneliness, and I don't think I would be okay continually introducing myself to the same people that I have fallen in love with over and over again. I would take one person who truly knows, understands, and loves me completely because that's what I need now in my age in life.
Yeah. Do you know what? I have to say, we are 3 women who are married happily and have children. But I know some people who are single and happy to be single and free.
Oh, definitely.
And, right. So I think I agree that it depends on the stage you're at in life, but
Or what you value, and because like some people are super happy never having children and maybe just having a companion that they never married. It's just somebody that they live with in life.
Yeah, and married doesn't mean you don't have that one person who knows and understands
yeah,
you.
even being married, I've known some not happy marriages. So
Or that are strangers in the same home.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be like an intimate partner because it could just be like a best friend
Yes.
who just knows and sees you and yeah.
And I think
you're right.
too, it depends. Well, maybe not age, but I think experience in life, because you have some people, like I know some people who were married young, had kids very young, and now that they're older and divorced, they're now living that. The youth that they didn't get to have in their 20s, they're living it now in their 40s.
Yeah.
So they would choose the freedom.
Yeah.
because
Oh, totally.
they've had the
They
experience.
didn't have it.
Yes. So I guess it depends, not necessarily age, but the season you are in your life.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Ultimate question. Throughout the book, Addie and Luke are constantly playing a game of patience, power, and persistence, each waiting for the other to finally give in first. In the end, who do you think actually won the game? I wrote, this sort of goes back to my alternate ending answer. I don't think the story or game is over yet. Addie has not had to give up her soul, but she did kind of have to give up her freedom to Luke. Actually, doesn't that mean her curse should be broken too? If Luke isn't holding up his end of the deal, Addie being free, then shouldn't the deal be off? Addie should be seen and remembered now, right? Anyway,
Loophole.
That was kind of a tangent, but at the end of the book, I think Luke is in the lead, but I don't think either of them have actually won the game. I also don't know if the game will ever end. It seems that Addie has gotten pretty used to the life she's living, and I don't know if Luke can ever not be around. So it seems like it will be a stalemate. I'd like to see how Addie handles the next chapter of her life with Luke, though.
Longest game of chess ever.
Yeah, right?
Infinite chess.
Yeah. I said, so I don't think either of them won completely, but Luke never truly broke Addie. So for 300 years, she refused to become who he wanted her to be. And there's something incredibly powerful about that.
Yeah.
But Addie didn't exactly win either because she still had to sacrifice something in the end, right? So to me, the victory is that Addie never stopped fighting for herself. Luke had a power over her circumstances, but he never had complete power over who she was.
Yeah.
And if anyone won, I think it was Addie's stubborn refusal to give up on herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also said I don't think anyone won. I think in the end, Luke may lose to Addie's cunning and stubbornness, but he is a god. So in the timeline of infinity, will Addie finally give in? And after some time, after he takes her soul, will Luke forget?
And when he takes her soul, does she die or does she become like a demon?
I think she dies.
I think she dies.
But
who
does she
knows?
get to live in the afterlife and
Well,
strike her own deals with people?
all of the celebrities and famous people that he gave gifts to, they died when he took their soul. So I'm assuming she would just die, not exist.
Maybe that's what I would do is work out a deal. Like when you take my soul, I want to be able to strike my own deals with the people now.
Make me a god.
Yeah. Make me a god.
Maybe that's what she turns into because he doesn't seem like he wants to let her go.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Yeah.
She kind of is a god, even though
Like
people are-
immortality is giving her that a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it would just be like, what do you want, baby girl? I'm going to give it to you.
What do you want, baby girl?
Yeah, she doesn't have like the magic that Luke has where he can snap his fingers and control people and whatever.
yeah.
But that would be part of the deal. Like, give it to me so that I can have my own powerful stuff.
But yeah.
Maybe. I don't know, V.E. Schwab. Only you can let us know.
Schwab.
Only you control the power.
Okay. Yeah. So how do we feel about our ratings now that we've discussed?
I'm still sitting at a 2.
Me too.
Same. I don't think I'm changing.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the first time for everything.
All right. That's a wrap on this episode of Literature on the Rocks. We spent this week with The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, a story about memory, loneliness, love, and the very human desire to leave your mark on the world. Next week, we're switching gears and diving into That's What Friends Are For by Wade Ruse, because we needed to trade immortal loneliness for friendship chaos. Make sure you're subscribed because we're here for you every Wednesday.
Yep. If this episode made you think about the people who left a mark on your life or the mark you're hoping to leave on theirs, go ahead and rate and review the podcast because maybe being remembered isn't about living forever. Maybe it's about being meaningful to someone while you're here.
Turns out immortality is a lot less glamorous when nobody remembers your name. If The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue stayed with you like it stayed with us, follow @LitOnTheRocksPod on Instagram and TikTok and visit literatureontherocks.com.
Until next time, may your soul leave an impression, your people truly see you, and your stories always find someone willing to remember them. Cheers.
Toodaloo.
Bye.